Welcome to the VirtualWisdom Foundations video series. In this video, you will learn how to deploy a VirtualWisdom Trial OVA and set up the VMware vSphere integration. Let's get started. When the VirtualWisdom OVA finishes downloading, log into the VMware vSphere web client where you plan to deploy VirtualWisdom. Right-click on the cluster where you wish to deploy the OVA and choose Deploy OVF Template. The UI may vary slightly across different versions of vSphere, but they should all have the Deploy OVF Template option. Name the virtual machine and confirm the resources to deploy on. Choose the appropriate storage and network for the virtual machine. If you are using a static IP configuration, update the IP and DNS configuration settings as appropriate. Leave these configurations blank for DHCP, which is recommended. For both configurations, set at least one NTP server. Once the OVA is deployed, power on the virtual machine. If you are using DHCP, the IP address should appear after a few minutes in the VM summary. Access VirtualWisdom via a web browser using the IP address assigned to the VM. It may take several minutes for VirtualWisdom to become available after VM startup. Log into VW using the default administrator credentials and apply the trial license you received via email. Review and accept the EULA and set the email address and time zone. For trial editions, we recommend that you don't change the default password, as there is no automated way to recover it if you forget. Verify DNS settings and update the VM hostname as necessary. Finally, verify NTP settings and complete the Quick Start Guide. A Getting Started video plays while VirtualWisdom setup is finalized. Once the video finishes, choose Close to complete your first login to VirtualWisdom. Now, let's configure your first integration, VMware vSphere. From the configuration checklist, choose Configure Software Integrations. You'll be redirected to the Integrations page. You can also reach the Integrations page by navigating to Settings and then Integrations. Select View and enter the required information on the next screen. For collecting VMware vSphere data, you'll be connecting to one or more vCenter instances. In addition to the vCenter hostname or IP address, username, and password, a vCenter certificate is also required. Certificates must be 1024 or 2048-bit. If you are using a Windows-based vCenter, you can typically find the certificate file at the following directory. Otherwise, you can gather the certificate information using OpenSSL and save as a CRT file. On the next configuration screen, input the vCenter instance name and then select a discovery time and cadence. VW will perform a full discovery of the configured vCenter at the time selected. A full discovery collects information about the elements monitored in vCenter, such as ESX VMs, hosts, and clusters. Select Collect Capacity Metrics. Collecting capacity metrics requires the changes defined in the VMware Knowledge Base article shown here. Next, subscribe to the ESX host you wish to monitor. If your environment includes vSAN, subscribe vSAN clusters for monitoring as desired. By subscribing, you are telling VW what host you want to collect metrics from. If possible, set the vCenter collection level to level 2 in order to collect all relevant metrics addressable by VirtualWisdom. Once you are satisfied with the configuration, select Save and start an initial discovery. Once discovery completes, you can see what has been discovered on the inventory page. From here, you are ready to start using additional features of the platform, such as a topology or reports. If you need help, have questions, or would like a more detailed walkthrough of the integration configuration, reach out to your technical account manager for more information or to schedule a live session.